get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
College Football Heads YouTube. It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And yeah, man, I'm on vacay, but I still had to come here and do this video for y'all because, like I said, I get emails, phone calls, carrier pigeons. Yeah, I get all kind of information. And so, question I was asked was, well, it was more of a conversation, but I'll just paraphrase as I normally do. How is it that I throw so many red dot accurate passes? And so to be honest with y'all, the red, blue, orange, green, whatever color passing meter thing, I don't believe in it. Just to be honest with you, I don't, because I throw a lot of, when I go back and look, you know, a lot of my passes are red, which is supposedly a form of inaccuracy. A lot of them are yellow. I'll get a few blues. I'll get a few green ones. But I think it's more because I'm on revamp and I'm not on placement and accuracy or just placement. And so now one of the biggest qualms I always have in the Madden community, because this is kind of where this conversation went, is I'm gonna try to say this the best way I can. Guys go out and purchase stuff from content creators or by other means, or they listen to the deep dives and all that stuff, and we take that stuff as gospel. And so let this be a lesson to you. The passing meter thing is probably the biggest batch of you know what that the world has ever seen in terms of this video game, because really the passing is about a rhythm. You can use your different styles. You can use your placement and accuracy. You can use revamp. You can use classic. I've said this from the get-go as we are about to jump into a yet another year of Madden on Monday. I've always said this is I'm the kind of guy that, if your mechanics, this is how I feel, if your mechanics are good, then it does not matter which passing preference you use. I mean, that's kind of on you. You know, if you can psych yourself into thinking that placement and accuracy is better, and or even, you know, revamp. It's like you have to do what best suits your game. I can't, like the passes that I throw a lot of touch stuff. And so revamp suits my game just fine. But you'll never hear me on YouTube or anywhere for that matter telling people you have to have like a green meter or this is how you get the meter, because then you're looking at a meter and not the pass itself. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why in God's name would I ever be watching the meter when I could just look at where the ball goes? That's like, give that some real thought. So if you're focused on trying to get the meter right with the hope that the pass is somehow going to be accurate, you can have the pass meter could be straight green. It could be platinum as far as I'm concerned. In the pass, you know, when Madden determines that the pass is going to be off target, it's still going to be off target. And so me, I use a lot of high balls, you know, moon balls, whatever you call it. I mean, I still bullet pass. I still use low touch which the revamp actually allows you to do at certain points. And so for me, it's the passing meter is just not anything that I ever look at. It's like once I learned placement and accuracy, and once I got it to a certain level, it to me, I've really discovered it at that point in time that none of the meters don't really matter. They only matter when they don't work, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And so for me, it's more of a touch thing, understanding how to get the proper trajectory, understanding your stick pressure, all that stuff that I talk about in the College Football 25 the mechanics guide and all the stuff that I talk about in the mechanics Bible. So, and in the future, as the new game, as the new Madden approaches, we're already kind of maybe a month or so into the college right now. And as you see, is like I said, it doesn't matter. I could put it on classic cam. I could put it on placement and accuracy. You're going to see the same exact thing. I don't know why this is such a big thing where people think that the passing meter somehow magically constitutes accuracy. Like, how long have y'all been playing this game? To me, that's funny. But again, I say that, and then I harken back to the fact that, again, y'all gotta, before y'all start paying y'all money for these, and I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. I want every content creator get what you do what you do out here. But however, I do have a responsibility to my clients and the people who call upon me, in their time of need. That sounded terrible. Madden in college football wise. Jesus, that was awful. But when they ask me for help, I have to be honest with them. And what I try to do is I always try to get an assessment of where the person is first and what their, not necessarily their belief system is when it comes to Madden, because some people just hate the game because they just think the game is terrible. They think there's just no hope for it. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are the guys that I like to reach, because most of those people are the people who I can show a few different mechanics to, and it totally changes their entire vibe about how they felt about Madden or even this college football game. Yeah, it's happened already where I've had people contact me and they tell me they like, man, I hate this game. It's trash. It's garbage. I'm like, get a session, get a virtual, get the college football 25 mechanics guide. And then when they do so, they see the difference. They see the consistency. And then, it's not foolproof because nothing on this game is. You can only do so much of what they allow you to do on this game. And once it becomes too effective, yeah, of course, they're going to strip you of some of that power, or they're going to try to make it at least a little bit more difficult for you to be consistent. That's the one thing that the mechanics do. The mechanics give you the ability to fight DDA. It gives you the ability to fight the foolishness and the nonsense, because there's just certain things that the game can't cheat on a consistent basis, and the mechanics is one of them. It's like, yeah, they may get you one down, but those other 18 downs or those other 12 out of those 14 downs, if your mechanics are really good, you're going to execute and you're going to do the things that you set out to do. And y'all know how these games work. Shoot, this is a game of breaks, and anything that happens in this game is subject to affect the outcome at any point from the beginning to the end. And so my thing is just, like I said, I try to say stuff without saying too much, but you guys, you got to go get the college football mechanics guide, or go get the mechanics Bible, especially if you want to get a head up on this Madden that's coming up. And I'm going to do some updates to that. Or I'm going to have just like a little mini guide that comes out probably in a couple of weeks, I just need to see what has changed, because my guess is, aside from maybe the boom stick and the switch stick and all that stuff, and that the switch stick is in the college football mechanics guide. I also have a virtual out about switch sticking, which there won't be much difference, if any, between that which takes place on the college football mechanics guide and that probably will take place in Madden 25 in terms of the switch stick. I think the boom tech stuff, or boomstick, that'll be a little bit different. It's kind of something we was already getting into, which is weird, is because it's like when I listen to these deep dives and I listen to all this information that they give us, it all sounds kind of familiar. I hear them talk about mechanics. I hear them talk about, just consistency and pressure and all this stuff. And I just sit back and go, wow, okay, somebody's listening somewhere, because again, before I hit the scene, there was just nobody had this dialogue. And that's just being like straight up and honest. I even look around at the other content creators now, some of them, and then I hear them talking about clock sticks. And so for anybody who has the any of my deluxe virtuals, anybody who's gotten a session with me, Y'all know I've been on the clock stick thing actually, I've been on it way longer than before I got on YouTube. Now, I got on YouTube in about 4 or 5 years ago. And so, trust me, I was talking about it even before that. So, you just got to take this stuff with a grain of salt, man, and know what it is, the information that you're taking in, man. Anyway, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy, Coach. I'm out.